Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, The Scent Obsessed Mom. My name is Lauren, and I thought I would do a quick video today talking about the big $5.95 body care sale going on at Bath & Body Works. So we actually did not think that this was starting until today, Friday, but it actually started earlier than we thought. It started yesterday. So if you are not aware, that is going on now. Normally these sales go through the weekend. So I didn't see where it says on the website. I'm sure you can find it somewhere, but I didn't have time to look. So I'm assuming this will go through Sunday. Don't quote me, but you definitely, if you're interested, want to get in on it by then. So I am a little bit on the fence about the sale. I keep going back and forth. I'll talk about that in a minute because I was really excited for it. There's a couple reasons I may decide to skip it. And then I'm going to give you just kind of what's included and like what would be some of my recommendations for things to pick up. So I'll talk about why I'm on the fence here in a second. Let's get into what's included first. So body care, literally anything that can go on your body or that your body, I heard someone else describe it as your body can experience, which sounds weird. But like all of your shower stuff, so your body washes, your body scrubs, shower steamers, the entire aromatherapy line, along with all of the regular fragrances and products that go along with them, moisturizers, body mist. I believe I saw online the mini perfumes, like the travel size perfumes. I know I saw the Snowflakes and Cashmere one on there for the $5.95. The whole men's line. So for me, I will definitely be picking up a few things for my husband for Christmas. So this is a great time to pick up your Christmas gifts. Now, don't quote me, but I believe also like lip products and hand creams and all of that kind of stuff, guys. So like literally anything body care related should be at the $5.95 price point. So obviously I would recommend picking up any of your higher priced items, especially during one of these sales. If it's something that you use regularly or you know that you're going to eventually want to restock on if you have favorites. So like the body butters, for example, I really like their body butters. I try not to get too many of these because I don't use them a ton. I do use them, but it's usually at specific times, like after my shower at night. This is the Vanilla Romance one. I love like the texture and feel of these. They do have the Glotion body butters as well if you like a little bit of shimmer. I have owned those in the past and I like them. But this is I think the only Bath & Body Works one I currently have. I'm very tempted to pick up the Snowflakes and Cashmere because that scent has really grown on me, which I've talked about in other videos, but definitely grab those body butters if you are a body butter fan because these are normally $20.95. So $5.95 is a really good deal. Men's line, as I mentioned, I'm definitely going to pick up a few of these. The 3-in-1 is great for my son because he, he's younger. He just turned 9. Okay. Which is funny because he's starting to get into the men's scented stuff. Now in the winter, I do tend to, buy him and my husband more moisturizing. I wish that they had the moisturizing body washes in the men's line. They don't, but I mean, sometimes they'll still use them or, definitely like spring and summer, they go through a lot of this. So this is the After Dark scent, by the way, which is probably one of my favorites that they currently have. And I'm sorry I don't have the notes, but I really, really enjoy this one. They've got some new scents out, football season, adrenaline, which I think I might pick up for my husband because he's a football coach. And I really enjoy those scents, especially the adrenaline one. So if you're able to go in store and like get your nose on some of those, maybe even take your husband with you if he'll, allow it. Pick up those for Christmas gifts as well. The Milk Bar line, which was priced originally a little more expensive, I think, than some of the other products. If you've been holding off on that, these are $19.95. So slightly more than, like I said, the other fragrances. This line, I've done videos on this, like it just keeps growing on me more and more. And I keep like picking up more products. So I'll have to do a separate video again, revisiting the Milk Bar line to talk about, but the cereal milk soft serve is one of the ones that I did not grab right away. I grabbed it before the sale. I probably should have waited, but anyway, I digress. Milk Bar, great time to grab those products. So if you are looking for gifts, like specifically scented gifts, so this is hard. I typically only get gifts from Bath & Body Works that are scented for people in my family or like close friends that I kind of know what their scent preferences are. So you want to be careful about that. You don't want to just randomly pick something for someone and then they don't even like it, right? Because scent is very personal. Just because you love a scent, not everyone is going to love it. So I tried to think of a couple different scents that I thought would be pretty crowd pleasing, that I feel like the majority of people are, at least, even if they don't fall in love with it, they're at least going to like it and most likely use it if they use body care. That's the other thing. Some people don't. I know there are those weirdos out there. So be aware of that. But if you are going to make some choices for people, maybe that you're not 100% sure what their favorites are, I think Snowflakes and Cashmere personally is a pretty safe bet. It's warm, it's cozy, perfect for holiday and winter season. The notes in this are vanilla cashmere cream, caramel woods, frosted clementine. This is one that has grown on me more. I've always liked it, but I'm starting to really enjoy it a lot more now. I think this year's version is really good. They have a body butter in this, which I'm, like I said, very tempted to get. They have a mini perfume, all the things. So this would be one of my picks for one that I think would be pretty crowd pleasing for most people. It's not always a guarantee, right? Okay, but like out of all of their scents, I think this is a good pick. I don't have it in front of me. I meant to grab it. I think In the Stars is a pretty good pick. This one I think is my sister's favorite. Again, it's one that was a like for me, that I eventually ended up picking up for myself when I was getting stuff for her, because I'm like, man, like I'm really starting to enjoy this. So I think In the Stars is another one, and neither of these, neither of those is like super strong or overpowering. And again, I'm sorry I don't have the notes in front of me, but In the Stars again is just a very nice, pleasant, slightly perfumey scent that I think most people can enjoy. I'm sure there's other ones, but those are just the two that kind of came to the top of my mind. And right now they're readily available in pretty much all the things, all the products. So body care sale, great time to grab those. Stocking stuffers, guys. So obviously like your lip products, your shower steamers, any of that kind of stuff. You know, they have lip scrubs and lip masks. I used to get those for my daughter. So many different options, both for gifting or if you're buying for yourself. Jump on it now. Great deal. Again, I'm pretty sure it's going through the end of the weekend. Don't quote me, but typically that's what they do at the sale. So supposedly this is like their little pre-Black Friday deal. But we're supposed to be getting another, I think, Total Body Care sale sometime in December. And then of course we have SAS after Christmas. So why am I kind of on the fence? So I made a video, just like a lot of the rest of us, was super pumped for this body care sale this weekend. So first of all, the main scents, one of the scents that I wanted to pick up was this Cereal Milk Soft Serve. So I got really impatient. I was like, I don't know if there's other items I'm going to want right now from the body care sale. Like, I don't always do this, but if there's only like one or two items, obviously if I have a reward, I'm going to use that I want, I'm just going to pick it up. I'm not going to wait for the sale. I know. Don't judge me. So I went ahead and just got this and the cream. Again, I'll have to do a separate video on my Milk Bar stuff and kind of everything that I've picked up as of now. But the other thing that I wanted to pick up, and I was going to wait till body care sale this weekend, was Dark Kiss, which they brought back. I do not remember smelling that fragrance when it was originally out or when it was out the last time. If I did, I can't really remember. So the only issue is that it was an online exclusive. And that's the other thing I meant to mention, guys. Sorry. If you spend $50 during this sale, you can also get free shipping. So that's awesome, because shipping is usually like $10.99. That's crazy expensive. That's why I always try to do, pick up in store orders whenever I can, or, just go into the store. But sometimes that's a pain. I just wish shipping wasn't so much. But anyway, you can have the convenience of ordering online and getting your online exclusive items if you want to, depending how much you're going to spend and what your budget is. But if you spend $50 online right now, you can get free shipping. So that's another plus. But the Dark Kiss is an online exclusive. There's a few other scents right now, like Gingerbread Latte. Let's see, what else? I think the Cozy Vanilla Bourbon and maybe one or two other ones that are online exclusives right now. So I was like, I'm going to have to do a blind buy, but at $5.95, maybe grab it now. I might enjoy it. I don't know. because it seems like it's one of those kind of maybe a little polarizing scents. I've heard it's pretty strong. Let me know your thoughts on Dark Kiss in the comments because I'm curious. So I was like, maybe I'll pick that up. Maybe I'll also pick up the new A Toast to You. Now I mentioned, I'm doing a follow-up here now in this video on A Toast to You because I mentioned it in a previous video, just my first impressions walking into store when it came out and smelling it. Now, when I went in that day, I just sprayed like maybe one spray on my, I think it was like my wrist or my hand. And I layered that over just a tiny bit of like the body cream or hand lotion. I can't remember which one, or body lotion. I can't remember which one it was. Walked around a little bit and I was like, you know what? Like I'm getting some of that sparkling fruitiness because it's like a berry spritz, an amber, and a plum note. And I usually really like plum and amber. The berries are hit or miss for me. But I was really pleasantly surprised at how much like the amber and the plum were coming through, especially that amber. So it wasn't what I was worried about going into smelling it and, you know, just kind of being unsure if I was going to like it is this going to smell too much like A Toast to You? A lot of people thought it might because, or I mean, I'm sorry. Champagne toast, sorry, because of the names, right? But really, I was like, it's not as sparkling and not as fruity to me as I keep saying it, champagne toast, because I'm not normally like a huge fan of that scent. So I was like, oh, okay. Like I'm kind of pleasantly surprised. Maybe I want to pick this up. Well, then the other day I went back in when I picked up my, this stuff, the cereal milk soft serve, and re-smelled it. And this time I sprayed more on myself and really gave it time and walked around. I think I put some more of the lotion on too. I'm like, why does this smell so different to me this time? Like, isn't that weird? Like, I don't know, but it smelled a lot more berry heavy, a lot sweeter. I wasn't getting as much of the amber and it's pretty strong. And I'm like, I feel like this could give me a headache if I tried to wear this. So I was really kind of bummed. I don't know if it has to do with like the amount that I sprayed on myself or I gave it longer to sit. And so I don't know. I don't know. But sadly, I did not like it as much as I did on the first time. So that doesn't mean that you won't like it. If you really like super fruity, sweet, a little bit of a sparkling note in there, like champagne-y type note with a little bit of amber, you might love it. I'm sure. Let me know your thoughts on that as well. If you've tried Toast to You already, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. I'm really curious how this is going over with people. I can see a lot of people liking it if they like those kind of scents. But anyway, I digress. That's another reason that I'm like, well, now I'm not going to pick that up, right? Dark Kiss is still kind of going to be a blind buy because it's online only. I know it's only $5.95. And as I'm looking through, I'm like, there's not really a ton of other stuff I need right now. Like there's stuff that I would like to get, but then I keep asking myself, like, am I actually going to use this? Like, do I really need to stock up on body washes? Like I have a ton of body washes and stuff that I need to get through already sitting in my bathroom cabinet. You know, we're supposed to have another, I think, body care sale in December. And then we have SAS coming up, which is when they bring back all the older scents, right? And so that I'm a little more interested in, even just for the fun of going in and like re-smelling and experiencing old scents that either I never got to smell the first time around or it's been so long I can't really remember. So even if I don't pick up anything, that's kind of fun. If I find something I love, I'll pick it up then. So I'm like, and again, with me having this goal, which I've discussed in other videos of trying to become at least slightly more conscious consumer, again, far from perfect, guys, but that is a goal. Do I really want to pick something up just because there is a sale? So that's something that it's obviously you can do whatever you want. It's easy for us to be drawn in by these sales and only place orders or pick things up just because we have FOMO of missing out on this sale, right? And that's just proof and testament to like how effective these marketing strategies are and how effective these sales are, is it really draws people in who maybe otherwise would not buy certain things. Now, I know there's things that some of us love that we know we're going to use, and so we wait for a sale, and that's great. That's smart, right? You're saving money. Or if you have gifts to get. But if you're like me and you're trying to become at least, I say, slightly more conscious consumer, maybe ask yourself those questions first, because that's what I'm trying to do for myself. And it's hard. I have like added things to cart in this sale already multiple times and like taken some things out. I've closed out of the app and said, stay off of there, Lauren, until after this sale has blown over. But that's what I'm trying to do, is like ask myself those questions when these sales come up, is like, are these things that, now the answer to do you need this is always going to be no, because obviously Bath and Body Works are not products that we really need. But are these things you're actually going to use? Are you doing this because of FOMO of missing out on the sale? Are you only placing this order because there's a sale, right? Does that make sense? So if you're like me, you struggle with maybe overspending sometimes, ask yourself those questions. Keep in mind, there will be, multiple more sales to come surrounding the holidays, including SAS. So, maybe consider saving your money for that. I think that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to hold off, even though I didn't think I was going to. I know. But yeah, so that's why I'm holding off. Hopefully some of those recommendations and everything helped you. But yeah, if you've got stuff you really want that you use all the time and you want to stock up on while it's still cheap, you have gifts to get, still a great sale. So yeah, enjoy it. Let me know in the comments if you are picking up things from this sale. What are you most excited about? I'll probably do a separate video about what I'm most excited for SAS when that gets a little bit closer. And have you tried either Dark Kiss or a Toast to You? Because I am especially interested in your thoughts on those scents. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate you being here and watching, and I'll see you in the next one.